Do you guys want to introduce yourself real quick? Let's start with you.
Yes, well, hello, my name is Myrna, and I'm part of Women in Magic, a online and offline safe space for women and gender-conforming people internationally, worldwide.
Perfectly, and you?
My name is Lize For. I am also of Women Plus in Magic. Me and Myrna and Stephanie, we founded WIM, and we're hosting an event today at Level, and it's amazing.
It's really great. I really enjoyed it so far. But let's start with how did you guys get into magic? How did the passion for you start? Because for me, it started a year ago, and I was just invited to an event. I was like, what is this? I like this, and now I'm into it fully. So how did it start for you?
It started for me around 3 years ago. When I was a child, I always liked card games. But in the Netherlands, it's common that everything is in English. Mm-hmm. So you don't understand anything. And I always wanted to play card games, but my brother didn't like it. And all of my friends in schools didn't like it. So I just kept it away. And then all of a sudden, this friend from heaven came and said, hey, do you know Magic the Gathering? I can teach you. I've played it my whole youth. And then we started playing, and he started his own Dutch community. And from the moment I started playing, I fell in love with the game. And it was really the moment when I met the whole community around it and saw how happy people were when they came together. That was for me the moment I really fell in love with Magic. And now I've been playing it for 3.5 years, something like that.
So what do you play? Do you play also Commander or the normal one?
I only play Commander.
Okay.
But I really just like to have a deck that is for the whole table. So I like to be really interactive, have fun with everyone, catch the vibe with everyone. Mm-hmm. I don't really like to be the beat-up player at the table, but I just like to have fun with everyone, interact with as many people as possible.
And then kill us.
Okay, you are the beat-up player, right?
No. Myrna, she'll always just play a card and it'll be like, okay, so the game is over now, Myrna wins.
I love this. First of all, I just introduced everybody to my deck and now you're done. But how was it for you, Lisa? How did you start getting into Magic?
Okay, so we were playing Dungeons and Dragons, but COVID hit, so we couldn't get together anymore. So 2 friends of mine got together to play the game, and I was like, you're going to play Magic the Gathering? I'm very interested to come also. And then I went there and I just saw the cards on the table, and everything inside of me wanted to know what this was about. I was like, okay, I want to learn this as quick as possible. I want to know everything. They're vampire, they're cats. Mm-hmm. And that's it just felt really good in my brain. And so I've been doing it for 6 years now, 5-6 years, yeah.
Do you also play a lot of Commander?
I do play a lot of Commander. I'm also very focused on Limited right now. Mm-hmm. So I play a lot of drafts. I think weekly, and Arena is getting a lot of my money now. Yeah.
Do you guys have a favorite Commander deck, though?
Well, at the moment, it's Teval. It's from the previous set, from Tarkir Dragonstorm. But I just bought the card, and I just put it together from my own collection. So I brought the Face Commander, and that's so fun to just play something you put together yourself. And apart from that, my pet deck, pun intended, is Sophia Dog Detective. Mm-hmm. It's a dog deck. That's why the pet was.
I love this. I did myself a dragon deck because I'm super into dragons, so I did this. What is it for you? What's your favorite Commander deck?
Well, at the moment, I've built Ashki. Was the I think the first commander of the Dragon Precon deck, and everyone built the big Urani dragon, but I went for Ashki, and it's just play very big, awful creatures, very cheap, but when they enter, they die, but you get a lot of triggers, so it's very awesome. But I love to play artifacts, and I switch around my artifact decks, I think, every 2 months. So I'm very excited about the Dr. Eggman release. It's going to be awesome. And I think the day we left to Berlin, I built a new deck in the morning. And it's Silas with Rebecca. It's a partner deck.
Do you have it with you?
I have it with me, yes, of course.
We can do a little Commander later and see this deck in action. But what do you guys think is your overall value of the cards you have at home? So how many cards do you have, and what do you think that costs you over all these years building decks, getting cards?
Oh, yeah, interesting. I don't have that many decks. Mm-hmm. I mean, I think I have around 7 decks, which is, if you play for many years, not that many. Some people have over 30 decks. But I really like to take decks apart and then sell the cards I don't use at the moment, buy new cards with them, and then a half year later, I'm like, oh, did I really sell that card? Man, it's now very good. But I really like to recycle all of my cards and keep adding new cards. And so usually I have around 6-7 decks at the moment. I also sell a lot of cards on card market, so it feels like I earn a little bit of the money back. Of course, I invest a lot of in Magic. I don't know how much.
Was there ever a card that you regret selling, that you like now think, oh, I wish I could have never sold this card?
Not really. It's usually the comments are like, okay, I'm never going to use it again. And then you've built this deck like, oh man, that card would have been great, but now I have to buy the 2-cent card from someone else. And then it's €2 shipping, adding it, and it feels so wrong. But usually the very valuable cards I will keep in my... I have one binder that I keep, and all the other cards I'll always leaving. So
okay. So I'll figure, I see you have an app that tracks your cards.
I am not a dice goblin, but a card goblin. Whenever I pull a good card, I'm like, oh my god, this is worth so much money. I earned all my money back, but no, I'm keeping it. I'm never selling it. Are you like that?
Yeah, I'm also like this. I keep the cards. If they're shiny, I keep them.
Yeah, so this is just like the last few months. This is the amount.
Oh, nice.
I think it's somewhere around 5,000 euros.
But I also have a lot of cards, and I'm not that much in. I'm like play for a year now, and I have a lot of cards, but not that much decks. I need to build more decks with the cards I have, but I'm so shit at deck building, so I have to come over
You'll get there later. You'll get there later, because it took me like 4 years. Like Myrna is like a natural. She started building immediately, but it took me like 3-4 years, and now I'm like constantly building. But you just have to take it at your own pace.
You have to give me some tips later on how to build a great deck. What I have to. You have to give me some tips later about deck building. How did the idea come up of creating this safe space for people? Who wants to start?
I'll tell you. I was at MagicCon Amsterdam walking around, and that was a very like homogenic group of people. Like they're all cis white male, and I'm like, that can't be it, right? So I looked it up online, and there's like 38% of players are not a cis man. So and I'm like, why don't I see them? And then I sort of started doing the math myself. Like I've been to places where the focus is very much on winning, or they get very uncomfortable if a woman steps up and joins the table. So long story short, I just felt like we needed a safe space, like a fun space that's more directed towards the way we like to have fun, as like generalizing a bit. Anyway, and then we just started Women in Magic. I called up Stephanie and Myrna, and we just sat around a table, and then it just sort of happened. Yep.
So this is your first ever like event out of the Netherlands, right?
Right.
So what is planned for the future, guys? What do you see in the future with like Women in Magic?
World domination.
I love this so much.
Well, the idea of Women in Magic is, of course, we are starting it and we are beginning it in the Netherlands. But we would love to have just a worldwide group of people who are just having safe spaces all around the world. And maybe even at one moment we are not even necessary anymore and everyone is just acting normal with each other. That would even be the best part out of it.
That's when we stop. We stop when we're not necessary anymore. And it's just like a nice little add-on. So that's it.
Yeah, thank you so much for the interview. Guys, look down in the video, or I tell you later in the... Yeah, right there are all the infos, guys, that you should check out. All the infos you should check out. And thank you so much for your time, for the interview, and for this great event. It was super nice. Thank you.
You were here.